What up, y'all? It's the Yungavelle here, back at it with another video. I'm here with my boy Flamo.
No, and it's Flamo.
You heard? Yo, so hold on. This has got lights and all that. So I'm here at my local Kava Kratom establishment, enjoying my drink, living a social life of abundance. So I'm making this video because I came across a dude that was complaining about how the power of the puss still reigns supreme over him. And I'm like, this dude is 49 years old. He's a 49-year-old dude, and he was talking about how his life is in shambles because he's in a marriage that he is on the cusp of divorce. And he was like, man, she just puts that thing on me, and that's my weakness, man. That's my weakness, and I want to get out. I got all these ideas, but I got these ideas for business. I got a good amount of money saved up, but she doesn't want to do anything. But it's hard to leave, man, because she looks good, and she puts it down on me every time she comes over. And he was saying it like to be cool and stuff, like when he was talking about getting buns, like, yeah, you know, I had a lot of pussy in my day and stuff. I'm like, bro, everybody gets buns these days, bro. That's whack. Like, that's nothing. It's literally, you're 49 years old, and that thing still has a power over you, and it's destroying your life because he has some assets, and that, you know how the marital system's not set up for men. So that divorce is gonna be crazy. Hopefully not, though. So it stimulated me to make this video about the necessity of purpose over pleasure, because you do not want to find yourself in a situation where you're 60 years old and you still have a porn sex addiction, because pleasure has the crazy ability to derail a man with the quickness, and you can go down a route so fast that you didn't intend to go on. As a man, we have to be disciplined. So what do you think about that?
I like the point that you made about porn and how that plays a big role. So derailing in the sense that getting that much pleasure or soaking in that much, entertainment, whether it's, soft porn, hard porn, doesn't matter what it is. Soaking in that much pleasure all at once, it really does something to your dopamine receptors.
Yep.
So you're always going to chase that high rather than stay on the path that would, eventually get that to you. Putting your goals at the end and waiting to achieve that. It's a greater sense of accomplishment and a pleasure when you, and accomplishment when you,
satisfaction.
Satisfaction when you reach that, when you wait for that. But that quick, pleasure, going for that dopamine straight, fast, making that your first option, that delayed gratification, you don't get that real sense of putting your time into that. So here's what I'll say. When it comes to the coworker, I feel like it's discipline that he has to, basically go through or learn in order for him to take that track back on, just
the course of his life.
Yes.
What we're basically talking about is the necessity of discipline, because there's a difference between short-term gratification and long-term gratification. What this man is addicted to is short-term gratification, and you can see the path that short-term gratification leads to. The difference, and one of the great things that I love about long-term gratification is that, yeah, it's hard, yeah, there's not as much pleasure within the journey of it, but when you accomplish said goals, that level of satisfaction lasts so much longer. It lasts longer. So that's the caveat with long-term discipline, is that the satisfaction. Because, for example, when I graduated the academy, it was 7 months of arduous, crazy shit. But when I graduated, dude, I could still think about that moment and derive benefit from it. Whereas if I'm thinking about some girl I had sex with 4 years ago, that's nowhere near the fulfillment, the amount of fulfillment, the amount of satisfaction that I can derive from that thought.
Okay. So I'll talk about what I do in order for me to build that discipline. I was speaking to you a while ago off camera, right, on how I practice my shooting form. I go to the
Scott
park.
plays ball. I play basketball.
Man, I don't play ball as hard as you, man. All right, that's what I'll say. But I'll go to the park and I'll get my form right. And every time I feel like I'm cheating myself or I'm poking out that elbow, or my base isn't, my foundation isn't solid, I'll reset. I'll have that talk with myself, that mental talk, that healthy talk, that healthy conversation. Hey bro, try putting your elbow in. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the hoop. No, get that follow through so you'll know where your shot is falling. Once I started to reinforce that and place that into my discipline and my practice, I noticed that distractions didn't really take a hold on me as much.
Stay focused.
Yeah, I could stay focused on one task because your mind will always come in and play that with you.
Right.
Now, something like women or porn, just for the end result of like pussy, you feel me, or getting that nut off, ejaculating. What that does is it messes with that delayed gratification, where now you're always in the moment of, okay, I need it now, I want it now. And if it's too much work to get it, for an example, working on a solid relationship with somebody, going on dates, actually getting to know the person and love them for who they are, who they truly are. Instead of doing that, it's okay, what's the quickest way to get this nut off?
And those distractions can draw you away from that focus. Your ability to focus is gone. That's why the guy, when he was telling me, like, man, I have all these ideas and I want to do these things, I want to start my own business, because I was telling him about my business moves, and he was like, man, I have my own ideas. And I'm like, bro, you have to. I was like, how often do you see this girl? He was like, yo, once or twice a week. I'm like, yo, you're giving away your life force once or twice a week. Like, you need to set up some sort of, bro, maybe once every 2 weeks, so you can actually have the ability to focus. My point in saying that is because every time he releases or she comes over, that mind goes into pleasure mode and that he follows the distraction. And it breaks the focus. You don't focus long enough in order to accomplish anything. And that's why purpose over pleasure is paramount for a man. Because like I said, we are builders. And this man is 49 years old. He's about to be 50 with the power of the P still on the pedestal. That's crazy. Don't be that guy. Any closing words?
Hey, if you want to stay on your grind, then stay on your grind. Don't let anything derail you. You're a strong individual. Don't care if you're a man or a woman. You're a strong individual, and you have the same mind, the same ability to sharpen it up and get your dreams, accomplish your goals, get the house that you want, the car that you want, travel, learn who you are, get to know your spirit more. Stay on your path. Don't let these distractions take a hold of you.
Stay on your path, you heard? So this is my man Flamo. I'm gonna put his IG in the description. The full moon we just passed, we made it. We're out of retrograde, so I hope you guys have been great. I hope you guys are still on the path. What my intuition is telling me now is to kind of relax a little bit, still move forward, but not be so. Don't keep the universe in a chokehold. Sometimes you gotta let the universe do its thing. You gotta ease up a little bit, still move forward. So if you got anything from this video, make sure to share, like it, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal. Lone Star is out. Bump that. Got merch in the description. And like I always say, guys, until next time, a greater perspective can lead to a greater connection.
Peace.